Hello again. When I made the video the other day showing you the supplies that were needed to make the zip pouch, I know I mentioned that you could use any zipper you had lying around the house, but what I didn't mention is that actually you can make it from any fabric you have lying around the house. A lot of you maybe don't actually have a big stash of fabric lying around like I do. So I'm going to show you how we can, well, make something good out of our misfortune. First of all, I guess I need to tell you about this morning's tragedy. I was actually going to ask my husband or my sons if they had an old shirt that was maybe getting a little bit ripped up that I could have to make a zipper pouch with. And then I went to get dressed and picked up my favorite shirt out of the closet, and it's just shredded. I don't know if you can actually see that. I can actually see through it. It's shredded along the shoulder seam, and I guess that means that I don't need to get a shirt from one of them, because I can use my favorite butterfly shirt to make the lining of my zipper pouch. The outside of my zipper pouch I'm going to make from a pair of jeans which are ripped, and sadly not ripped in any fashionable sense. So I'm going to show you how to salvage enough fabric and the zipper from a pair of jeans, and then we'll cut the lining out of my beautiful butterfly shirt. So first thing I'm going to do is see how I'm going to go about getting this zipper out. So I'm just going to cut out the portion that holds in the zipper, and then I'll get to unpicking. For cutting through all the layers of a pair of jeans, you need a really good strong pair of scissors. I am going to use my super duper tailor shears, and I'm just going to cut right down here, even with these really strong scissors I'm struggling to get through here. There we go. And I'll just cut across this seam here. And then I'll come up I'm going to have a look and see if I can safely cut across so I don't have to cut through the waistband again. No, because I need to preserve what there is of the zipper tape in the top here. I really shouldn't be pointing with my scissors, should I? Because it's really hard to shorten a metal zipper. If you look, these are all copper or bronze or something. I need the zipper tape that's up here in this seam allowance. I need to free that out, so I can't just cut across here. So I am going to have to get my scissors through more layers of waistband again. Even though I'm left-handed, like a lot of people who are left-handed, my right hand is actually stronger, so using the right-handed scissors got through that a little easier. So for the moment, I'm just gonna get rid of the jeans, get rid of the beautiful shirt, and get out the unpicker. There's quite a lot to do here in a pair of jeans. Let's go ahead and try and cut out this waistband. Now I don't know how far up the zipper goes, so we're going to just take them out. So what I do, I hope you can actually see here. Where's the camera? Which one is the camera on? There it is. I am going to slide my unpicker under the stitches and cut. And I'm going to do every couple of stitches across here. Sliding my unpicker flat under the stitch and cutting the stitch. And I'll do the same with the bottom row of stitches. Cut. Did that get me anywhere? Ooh. Now I can get it. Now I'm not going to worry so much about being careful. It was just those ones that were right above the zipper tape. I didn't want to do any damage to the zipper tape. So let's see from this side I should just be able to lift that thread up, and the same for the bottom one. When you cut on one side, if you cut the stitches the way I showed you on one side, on the other side you should just be able to lift the thread up. So let's just cut those and get them out of the way. Go back to this side, and here we have, yes, a nice amount of zipper tape that I can work with. So I'm just going to continue unpicking, and now I'm just going to look for the stitches and cut them this way. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm really not overly bothered as long as I don't cut the zipper tape. Sometimes you can even just rip it out, and that's good enough for me. We'll have to take out these stitches down here as well. This down here is going to be a bit more challenging because there's a bar tack here. Now I may not be able to save the very bottom of the zipper, but I will do what I can. Again, I'm cutting, putting my blade in, cutting the stitches individually, just every other stitch or so. Oh, I can cut two at a time. How about that? Now let's see. Going into the zipper shield here, which is what's held on with the bar tack. And I can, the bar tack is, if you look on what holds your belt loops on, or what holds the pockets down sometimes, is a very narrow zigzag stitch that is about 1 centimeter long, and the stitches go very, very close together, and that is a way of holding things really, really securely. You especially see that on jeans that don't have pocket rivets. So when I make jeans, for instance, because I don't have a riveter, I use bar tacks. So here's the end of my zipper tape. I really don't know how well this is showing up on camera, but hopefully it is making sense to get this zipper out. I'll just carry on here, shall I? You know, go listen to some music or something while I finish this up. Or go search in your closet for your own pair of jeans that you know are just too ripped for you to ever want to wear them again. There you go. That's the huge zipper stop that's at the bottom of most metal zippers. And while it is possible to take it off using needle nose pliers and sometimes wire cutters, we're not going to do that today. Partly because I want to salvage as much length of the zipper as I can, or we won't be able to get a very big opening in our zipper pouch, and that's quite important. I am treating it quite roughly because metal zippers are super strong. They have to be, because jeans are meant to be worn really tight, right? And that's why they are sewn in with so many lines of stitches, which is fine until you want to take them out. There it goes, got the first side off. Just really pay attention when you're using your unpicker, because these things are sharp and stabby. That point really hurts if it goes into you, and I am speaking from experience. Well, I got through the bar tack at the bottom and worked my way up the other side, and now I am doing my best to defeat this bit of waistband. This is double stitched at least, with super strong thread, and basically, so it's 4 seams. Each seam has been stitched twice on top of here, and I am fighting my way through it. But I think I'm nearly there. Just a couple more stitches and I can get my fingers in there and have a real look at what's going on. There we go. And oh, almost defeated the bar tack at the bottom. Couple more stitches to cut here, and there we go. I have saved the zipper. And this is going to make a pretty small zipper pouch, but at least we have a zipper and we didn't have to go out and buy one, which in days of quarantine we can't do. So I'm going to go away and pick off all these threads, and I'll be back to show you how to measure and cut the bag when you're using repurposed materials.